What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the report. Welcome back to a brand new video. It has been a while, but we're back with a brand new video now. There isn't much going on, regarding news in the NBA. It's kind of the dead zone period. It's still Dame stuff is it's at a standstill right now. Nothing's been going on. So as far as news is concerned, there's not really much out there. There's only really so many like trade scenario videos we can do because really everyone is just waiting on the Dame trade and what is the possibility of him staying in Portland, being traded to the Heat, being traded to a different team. Like, it's all up in the air right now. I still believe we're gonna get him, but they're trying to drag this out because they don't like the Heat's offer, and I think the Heat have been frustrated with the lack of communication because I don't think Portland really communicated to the Heat what they wanted. So yeah, man, we're not really going to be focusing on that Dame trade. I think we've done enough videos about Dame. Everybody knows what the situation is right now. We're actually going to focus on who we have on the roster right now. And I did want to make this video for a while, but this is my one player on the Miami Heat that I think is going to break out next year. Now, every year we have these undrafted guys who start, making a name for themselves. Especially come playoff time, we have guys stepping up. Now, this dude right here, I think he's going to get a bigger role. And I do think he's going to excel in that role. And, he might not be flashy. He might not be someone who's putting up a lot of points. But as far as somebody who's one of the most impactful players in this rotation next year, and somebody who because obviously there's a lot of rumors about who's going to be here and who's not. I very strongly believe that this guy will be on the team next year. If he's not, then this video is just a complete waste of time. But I feel like he's not in this Dame package at all, and I don't think his name has come up at all. So the player is Haywood Highsmith. Haywood Highsmith is the player who I think is going to be the undrafted guy to watch this season. Now, there weren't too many options. It was between him, Kane, Orlando Robinson, whoever we sign off the two ways. I didn't want to say Jovic. Obviously Jovic is, I feel like Jovic is like the easy pick as far as like somebody who's about to break out, but there is a very high possibility that he's not even on this team as far as, whenever training camp starts. So he's, very likely to be traded if Dame comes to this team. So I'm going with Haywood Highsmith, and Haywood Highsmith, I feel like can blossom this upcoming season. Now, everybody knows that Miami is a very thin team and has been over the past couple of years since Jimmy Butler joined in the front court. The power forward and center spot, have lacked a real, size advantage against other teams. Now, when we had Myers Leonard, when we had Kelly Olynyk, those are the only two people who were able to play next to Bam with length. But defensively, they had a lot of shortcomings. Now, Spo and Pat and the coaching staff, all of them, have made the decision to go smaller but more versatile over these past few, seasons. We saw that with Trevor Ariza. We saw that with Mo Harkless. We saw that with PJ Tucker. We saw that with Caleb Martin. Eventually, last season towards the playoffs, they started Kevin Love, but Caleb Martin did end up taking most of his minutes, down the stretch in the playoffs. And now we are set to enter this new season. And again, the Heat really lack that power forward option. Now, they drafted Jaime Jaquez, but I don't think you're going to be, first of all, I don't even think it's a guarantee that Jaime Jaquez is on this team next year or this year. But even if he is, Jaime Jaquez is not a power forward. He's a small forward. He might have played the 4 at UCLA, but in the league, he's a 6'6" small forward. Caleb Martin, another guy who played power forward minutes. Really, Caleb Martin is a 2-3. He's a combo wing. Haywood Highsmith is 6'7", 220. Now, this is not extremely big or whatever, but for a power forward, not saying he should be starting, but he is probably one of our best options to even play the position right now next to Bam. And Haywood has one of the most unique skill sets on our team. He is, obviously it's not as unique because Bam is also able to do this, but I believe Haywood can guard 1 through 5. I really do think he can guard 1 through 5. And defensively, he's special. I already know that defensively, this dude is a menace defensively. He's a monster. He can do it all defensively. So I have no questions at all about his defense. I have no questions at all about his competitiveness. I have no questions at all about his toughness, because that are all intangibles. Those are all intangibles that I think he's going to bring in. Those are all intangibles that were common in the Gabe Vincents, the Max Struces, the Caleb Martins of the world, who kind of blossomed into very outstanding role players for us in these past playoffs. Now, not only is Haywood going to be playing a position of need, and that we're pretty thin at power forward. That's probably our weakest position as far as depth is concerned. Now, obviously, don't get me wrong, we could bring in somebody through this Dame trade if it happens. Obviously, it's going to be like a multi-team trade most likely. So whoever comes in along with Dame is up in the air. It's even up in the air whether Dame's going to come here. But hypothetically, if Dame comes here, it's probably going to be Dame and a couple of other players lower down the rotation. But again, that's all hypothetical. Whoever's on our roster right now is what I'm looking at right now. And Haywood Highsmith, bro. Haywood Highsmith, I really, really, really do think that he can shine this season. Again, defensively, he has it. He has it defensively. He has all the tools. He has all the competitiveness. He has everything defensively. Offensively, if he shoots the three at a consistent clip, then it's over. Then he's the perfect role player for us at that position. In the playoffs, he shot 50% from three. In the regular season, he shot 34%. If he can shoot 40% from three and play the defense that he's been playing, he's guaranteed a spot in this rotation. He's guaranteed a spot in the playoffs. That's all he needs to do is make sure he's knocking down his threes. Now, he doesn't have a bad form, but he's been inconsistent with his jump shot. That's the only knock on his game to me, that I think that if he improves it, he's going to be special for us, because I think he has everything else defensively. I think his IQ is nice. I think he can cut to the rim. I think, he's sneaky athletic. I think that, you can put him on the team's best player. We've seen him, guard Jason Tatum, take the challenge on Giannis. We've seen him take the challenge and take the initiative of guarding the other team's best player. Offensively, if he just learns to it's not anything complicated. He just knock down his shots. That's it. He already knows his role. He's not going to have the ball in his hands, but he's going to be, spacing the floor for Jimmy and Bam. And, whenever the ball's kicked out to him, it's his job to make sure that he knocks down the shot. And if he does that, plays that little type of PJ Tucker role for us, because that's the type of mold I'm looking at with him. I feel like if he can go and embrace that role where he's, sometimes he just might be in the corner all game, but he just has to embrace it. And I do think he's a very selfless player. We've seen his clips. I don't know if y'all have seen it, but I have seen his clips hooping with Michael Beasley in the Summer Open runs. I don't know if y'all have seen those. I think him, Michael Beasley, Mario Chalmers might have been there. John Wall was there. I don't know. He definitely has, the makings of somebody who's going to be in the league for a while if he's able to knock down the shot. Because everything else, I have no problems with this game at all. It's just the shot is inconsistent, and that's the only thing that's really holding him back from having a sealed rotation spot is the shot. Once the shot comes around, bro, I don't think anybody can deny him with that rotation spot. And honestly, if he wants to start, if Spo wants him to start, I wouldn't be opposed to it. He's bigger than Caleb, so for that position, even though Caleb's the better player, he's bigger than him. And obviously Kevin Love is back, but Kevin Love's getting older, and I don't know if he can rely on I don't know, how old is Kevin Love, 37? I don't know if you can rely on a 37 or 36-year-old Kevin Love to start 82 games for you in a season and in the playoffs. We got to preserve Kevin Love, and Kevin Love also has his shortcomings defensively as well. Foul trouble defensively. He can knock down the shot, but yeah, man, Kevin Love is, I think he's 35, not 37, but yeah, Kevin Love is just getting up there in age now, and I think Haywood Highsmith fits the mold of this team as far as switching, because the Heat love to switch. They switch 1 through 5, and he can switch 1 through 5. And, unselfish team basketball and toughness and grit, he brings all of those to the table. Check, 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 check. If the shot comes around, bro, I am telling you guys, come back to this video. Haywood Highsmith will be the breakout player for the Miami Heat this season. And that's that. Hopefully y'all enjoyed the video. Leave a like, subscribe, comment down below. Let me know down in the comment section below who you guys think is going to be the breakout player for the Heat. Again, please do not say Tyler Hero, even if Tyler Hero is not traded, or even if Tyler Hero is traded. Do not say obvious names like that, bro, because everybody knows Hero is going to be an all-star eventually. So anybody besides the big three, Bam, Jimmy, and Hero for now, just anybody besides those and like the obvious options. Like, I don't expect y'all to say Caleb, because Caleb had his season last year or this past year. But yeah, I mean, I really think that it's gonna be Haywood. So you know, if y'all agree with that, leave a thumbs up. If y'all disagree with that, put a comment down below as to who you guys think it will be. Turn on post notifications. Hit that like button. Subscribe if you guys are new to the channel and interested in more Heat content. And yeah, we'll leave it right there, man. Have a nice day. Peace.